Hey everybody, this is Greg Gossett from Gossett Trading and Mentoring Live, and today is Thursday, January 14th, 2020, and we again find ourselves in the final hour of the trading day. The final hour of the trading day, in my opinion, is the most important time of the day because during the day, you have the day traders, you have the algorithms controlling the price. At the end of the day, you have the large financial institutions coming in. They take control away from the day traders and the algorithms. And I consider them smart money. They're dealing with the most money. They have very smart people, best research, best technology, best information. And at the end of the day, they come in, flex their muscles, and they move the market. And I believe making your buying and selling decisions based upon what is happening at the end of the day is a much more desirable way to trade than making your decisions in the middle of the day. So that is why I am primarily an end of day trader and make my decisions at the end of the day based upon what the large financial institutions are doing. So thank you all for coming today. It's always nice to see everyone. I appreciate you being here. I hope that by investing your time here, it's helping you with your trading and your investing. So I'm very grateful for this group. Thanks so much for coming. I really mean that. All right. Well, currently, the Dow Jones is up 38 points, up 0.13%. We were up much higher earlier. The NASDAQ is up 36 points, up 0.28%, was also up much higher earlier, and the S&P is hovering around break even, up 0.75%, so basically flat. So this is the plan for today. First of all, we are going to run the US legal disclaimer. Secondly, we are going to come back. We're going to take a look at my current positions, talk about when I bought them, why I bought them, how I'm going to manage them going forward. I've also had a few day trades today that I'm going to share with you and show you kind of my thoughts on my approach to day trading. After that, we are going to go over to the board, and boy, are there some big movers over here. Unbelievable. I'm excited to get to those because there are some monster moves. So congratulations. And it looks like there's more green over there than red. That is for sure. So that will be fun. Then we are going to take a few minutes, talk about trader psychology, maybe some good trading words of wisdom. I had kind of an interesting one today that I'm going to share with you. I've never shared this poster before, but I am going to share this one today. But you know, trading psychology is the most important part of trading, everyone. It's the most important skill you can develop. And so if you're finding yourself not being able to follow your trades, follow your plan, you have some work to do. You really have some work to do, everyone. You need to work on your weakness. And if your weakness is discipline, then you need to work on that. How you do that? Listen, you can get friends to look at your trades, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, brother, sister, just a friend, just someone. If I know that helps. I know people who have done that, including myself. And or meditation or reflection, whatever it takes. Or you just get tired of losing and you decide to follow your plan, and you have a much better chance of winning. After that, I have gone down through my watch list. I have gone down through the results of Kamal's scanner. I have 3 requirements whenever I look to enter a trade. The first, as always, I need a confluence or a combination of indicators lining up on multiple time frames. Number 2, I need to have a good risk to reward ratio, at least 2 to 1. If I'm going to be able to risk $100 on a trade based upon good solid support below me, I need to be able to move at least $200 to the upside before I run into some type of strong and likely resistance. So risk to reward is extremely important. You have to make more on your winners than you lose on your losers. And then number 3, always important for me that before I enter a new trade, I am considering, do I already have a company that's in this industry? How much account heat do I have? Meaning how much of my capital do I have at risk already? how correlated are my positions, right? So always please keep that in mind. It is very, very important. So I'm going to go down through the candidates that I've already identified, and I'll go through them with a fine-tooth comb at the end of the day, and I will try to narrow it down to just the very, very best trade at the day, keeping in mind all three of the requirements that I mentioned earlier. All right, and then if I find something, I'll buy it right before the close. After the market closes, if you have any questions for me, please just let me know. I'm happy to answer them. If you have any stock symbols that you would like me to look at before the market closes, put them in the chat. I will do my very best to get to them before the market closes. And then lastly, if you have any new entries or exits for me today, if you could please wait till the end of the day before you let me know what they are. That way I can focus on teaching and trading. And then when the market's closed, then the pressure's off and I'll get them all listed. Okay, so I'm going to let Keely out over here, and while I do, I'm going to run the U.S. legal disclaimer. So hang tight for about 40 seconds. Thank you. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Please carefully read and/or listen to the U.S. government required disclaimer before watching this video or live stream broadcast. The video link and disclaimer text are located in the description section of this video or live broadcast, here and here. Thank you so much. All right, thanks for holding through that with me. And just fair warning, Keely is going to want in shortly. I'll have to go grab her again. She does not meander around long. She wants out, and then she wants right back in. Hey, Kamal, good to see you, buddy. Hope you're doing well. Nice chatting with you today. Kamal is my trading partner during the day. I appreciate that, Kamal. Appreciate your friendship and appreciate what you do for the channel. Let's take a look here. All right, Quad is here. Hey, buddy. Good afternoon. Happy Thoughtful Trading Thursday. Happy Thoughtful Trading Thursday to you as well, Quad. I like that. David is here. Hey, Greg and group. Good to see you. Ramble is here. Hey, Ramble. Good to see you, my friend. Dan said, I second that, Quad. Perfect. John is here. Hey, buddy. Good to see you, John. As always, hi, Greg. Volume a bit light. Honestly, I haven't checked, but thank you for letting me know that. Steve says, I exited SPCE after the open this morning to lock in my 16.9% gain. Okay, so you exited at the open. So let me get that updated over here. Today was a race between Quad and Steve on the big percentage gainer today. It was neck and neck there for a long time, but what a trade. Beautiful trade, Steve. Unbelievable. Fantastic with that 520 crossover. Very, very nice. And good to see you, Steve, as always. And thank you for coming today. Always appreciate it. I know everyone else does as well. So thank you so much. Frank is here. Hello, Greg and group. Hey, Mr. Frank. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a good day. Jatson says, hello, good afternoon, sir. Hello, Jatson. Nice to see you as always. Frank says, this is spicy, Steve, or spacey. Dan says, Steve Burns, wow, I have been repeating what you said in the past. This trade is 1 of 100. That's right. It's just one of the next 100 trades, right? Let's not bet our lifestyle or our relationships or anything else on one trade. It's just, it's a marathon. Trading is a marathon, not a sprint. Johan is here. Good to see you, buddy. Johan is having a monster day today as well, which we're going to go over in a minute. Proud of both you and Steve and everyone. Morgs is here. Good to see you, Morgs. Hope you're having a nice evening in South Africa. Gary says, hello, Greg and group. Hello, Gary. Gary says, nice trade, Steve. I 100% agree. Tracy says, hey, Trace. Good to see you. Hey, guys, what do you think of HECCU? HECCU, Hudson Executive. Well, Trace, you know, this is just too high for me. We are, excuse me, We are at a 70 RSI. That's generally where markets go back down more often than not. So I don't see any good risk to reward ratio when it's up near the third Keltner channel. I feel like it's pretty stretched. So me personally, I would not initiate a trade in this. Hello, Pat. Good to see you. Hope you're having a good day, my friend. Frank has a poem for us. Let me copy this and we are going to paste it over here like so. And then we're going to read it because I know it's going to be good. These red hot stocks some like to tweet to try to sweep you right off your feet. How is it so many can beat the street without so much as missing a beat? Stay out of the kitchen if you can't take the heat. Oh, that's good stuff. Let's read it one more time. Those red hot stocks some like to tweet try to sweep you off your feet. How is it so many can beat the street without so much as missing a beat? Stay out of the kitchen if you can't take your heat. You know, it's true, everyone. You see all these people that post all these big wins, but you know they have losses too, right? You know they do. They know you do. So don't ever look at that and look at those and go, man, I never get any of those and blah, 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 because they're just like every other trader. You know, they'll probably show their winners, but not show their losers all that much, right? All right. Jatin says, exited pins at break even, couldn't sustain above resistance. Okay, sounds good. Please remind me at the end, Jatin, okay? Johnson says, hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Hello, Johnson. Hello, Bob. Frank gives clappy hands. Good to see you. That was a great poem, Frank. John says, is Frank going to put these poems together in a book finally? He has made some comments that kind of makes me think that might be the case, John, because that would be a good idea, wouldn't it? I mean, that would be an excellent, excellent idea for surezies. Okay. Now, let me see what's going on over here. Okay. All right. Well, let's get to it, shall we? First on deck, overnight SPY trade. I did buy overnight SPY trade yesterday at the close at 379.79. Sold it with a nice little gap up at 380.63. So nice overnight SPY trade there. Of course, I will be buying this again today at the close. UAL. All right. I did buy UAL along with Yas. Okay, Greg and Yas. Nice little higher low V2. Bought twice, but averaged at 43.87. Big day up today, up 4.23%. And I did hit 3 profit targets today. So this has been a good trade. This has been a really good trade. Entry to current price is 5.29%. Oil. I've just had a monster trade on oil. I'm very grateful for it. I did buy it here at 30.97. Currently it's 36.26, up 14.67%. I did buy it on the monthly bars. So this is a long-term trade. I bought it on the monthly with an under 30, over 30, under the negative third, over the negative third, and a V2. So that was my entry point, and so far, really nice trade. Alibaba, I was telling Kamal earlier, the best trading move I've made all year was covering my short yesterday at break even and getting out because it is up another 4.2% today. On the plus side, additional plus side, I did sell puts on Alibaba down to $130, expiring June 16th, $236 per contract. So a lot of protection, good. Boy, I'm blanking on the word. Oh well, never mind. But good premium. That's what I was looking for. Good premium at what I got. So this is a bullish position. It's doing well. Facebook. Wait a minute. Sorry. This one should go over here. Yeah, that's all. overnight SPY trade, United Airlines trade good, oil trade good, sold puts on BABA, that's good. All right, now let's go to some day trades. I did have a nice day trade on Tesla of all things. Right back here on the 5-minute, we went below the 200, above the 200, below and above. I always like higher lows better, always. I bought Tesla at 846.40, took off like a rocket ship, sold half here at 852.50. Then had another big bar, that kind of a big impulse bar that broke out. So I always take profits on that. Sold another half of a half at 862.20. And then here I had to close below the previous day's low. So I got in at 846.40, got out at 852.40, 857 even, 862.20, and 857. So that was a really nice trade. Grateful for that. Okay, so I can take all of that off. And I think that leaves me with, yeah. Okay. Next, Apple. All right, I did have a nice little trade here with a close right above the 200-day moving average, giving me a good risk to reward ratio. Next bar took right on off. I sold at 128.98. Here, it lost the 50 RSI. I sold another half of a half at 130.01, and then here it closed below the previous day's low. So I got in at 129.72, got out at 129.92, got out at 129.98, and 13.01. And then I had a losing trade. I bought with this bounce off the 200. I bought here at 129.77, and the next bar, boom, immediately closed under. Then I almost took this trade again here. I liked it better. It was a V2 back over the 200, but thankfully for the group, I did not buy it. Thanks to the group, what I mean by that is I said, you know, if I buy this, there are going to be so many lines, nobody's going to be able to tell anything from anything. So I didn't buy it, and it saved me money. So I'm grateful for that. Let's see. All right. So, and then lastly, I did have a intraday trade on Twitter, which was a loser, and it was a quick loser also. We were below the value zone. We came into the value zone, had a nice higher low V1, immediately took off my way. I was ecstatic and then immediately dumped. So I had to get out, but good thing I got out. Look what the market's done, right? So I got in at 45.98 and I got out at 47. So the losses were small, had some good winners. So overall, net positive day on the day trades. All right, now let me try to get, okay. So back to Apple. Jatin is in Apple at 123. Frank is in Apple at 111. It's 129. It is down 1.5% today, but they are both nicely up on the trade. Now, Kamal did buy Twitter intraday. He bought it here at 46.60. It's 45.53, so he's down about $1 on the trade. That's probably going to hit his stop loss, but you just let me know, Kamal, okay? Facebook, we have Steve. Steve bought Facebook yesterday at 252.24. With the bounce near the third ATR channel in the 200, it is down 2.08% today. It's a 30 RSI right this minute holding. I also sold puts on Facebook today, expiring June 18th of 2021. I sold the $180 puts. So down here, $180, gives me roughly 24.6% protection. The delta is 9.4, which means there's about a 9.4% chance. I did pick the $180 price because on the monthly I have the -1 and the 50 moving average above as protection. On the weekly, I think I have the 200 down there. Yeah, I have the 200 above me as protection. So that one is slightly down. I sold that when that was about down $3. So I got $415 per contract for the premium. All right, Beyond Meat. Look at this, everybody. Holy hamburgers, or holy meatless hamburgers. Johan. False breakout to the downside. Under 30, over 30. V2 bought at 120.50. It's up 12.66% just today. And Johan is up 14.69% on this trade in 3 days. Unreal. Congratulations. Congrats. All right, next, IRSG. Kamal had a nice entry in IRSG yesterday at 789.93. Went roaring up, was up a little bit earlier today, but it's come down. It is off of its low. I think Kamal's stop loss is break even, if I'm not mistaken. So Kamal it's down on the day, but it's still nicely up on the trade. Qs. We have Frank in at 284.60. It's 314.52. It is down 0.49% today, but Frank is nicely up on the trade. HYLN. Bob had a nice trade on HYLN at 15.77. It's 17.62, up 2% today on the trade, which is nice, and also up over 10% total. DKNG. Kamal bought DKNG at 46.20. He also added some here right around 52. It's 54.79, up a little bit today, well off of its highs, but Kamal is up on both of those positions. AMC doing well for Bob. Bought at 210. It's 221. It's up 1.38% today. Excellent. ALGN. This has been a long one. Jatson is in here, 441. He got out of some at 521.90, got out of some at 550 even, and now it's 556.27. So it is up today, and of course he's beautifully up on the trade. VIX. We went red to green. We were down a lot earlier today. Now we have triggered a false breakout to the downside and a V1 and a rejection of the -1 ATR channel. It is up 10% today after being down a lot earlier. So this is somewhat interesting. Gary bought here at 17.23. He sold half here. He sold half on this big bar. So on the last quarter, he's down a little bit, but he is still up on the trade, I am sure. Eli Lilly. Gary bought Eli Lilly here. It's 166.14, had a huge gap up, nice return to value. V1 had a huge gap up. I think he sold half here. I think he sold another half here. And he has a quarter left, but it is still up 0.86%. So that's nice. FSLY. Johnson and Johan bought 86.80. It's currently 890.61. So it's up nicely on the trade. Nice uplay on the day. Steve. Let's see, is anybody else with Steve? Just Steve. Steve had a beautiful trade, bought here with the 520 crossover. And I think, like Steve said, I think about 16% entry to exit, and he got out at the open. So Steve's out of that one, so we're going to take that off. Congratulations, Steve, and congratulations, Johan, on just an excellent, beautifully excellent trade, both of them. PLTR. Okay, we have Jatson bought PLTR at 26.14. It's 24.97. It's down 2.12% today. So he is down on the day and down on the trade. TTCF. Johan with another great trade on TTCF. He bought it back here with this great risk to reward ratio, about 15. He sold it up here somewhere, but he re-entered here at 24.78. It's 26.38. It's up 3% today. Beautiful trade, Johan. Love. Gary, Johan, and Yasir bought Love with the 520 crossover, 46.71. It is currently 48.77, up 1.6% just today, and up over 4% on the trade. Google. All right. Gary has 3 put spread positions on Google expiring January 15th. So 2 of them expire tomorrow. As long as Google stays above 1570 and 1550, he's good. He'll keep all the money. This one's a little longer, out till January 29th with the 1640, 1630. So he's got about $100 protection on this one. So nice going there. Starbucks. Oh no. Teladoc. Frank bought Teladoc here at 182. It's currently 223.14. It is down 3.76% today, but he is nicely up on the trade. PSNL Johnson, beautiful trade at 35. It's 43. It's up 6.55% just today. Holy hamburgers. It's up almost 20%. Congratulations, Johnson. Zoom, another great trade from Johan and Johnson. Bought here, false breakout downside. Bullish engulfing bar, up 6.65%, up $4.20 just today. NIO, beautiful trade from Frank and Yas, down here at 46.10. It's 60.66. It is down 2.4% today, but they are up just almost 24% roughly. UGL, Steve bought UGL at 164.57. Not 164, 64.57. It's currently 63.86. So this is a little bit down on the day, and this one is just a little bit down on the trade. Facebook, we already talked about that. Okay, we already talked about that. Currently, it has lost the 30 RSI. Not a great sign. We'll take a look at that at the end. GoGo. Gary bought GoGo at 10.27. It's up another 5.34% today. Up almost 16%. It was up. It had to be up 20 plus earlier in the day. This is a bit of a bearish bar. A lot of selling came in here. That's why we're getting this kind of bearish kangaroo type of bar. Kamal bought Starbucks yesterday at 102.91. It's currently 101.95, so it is down 0.91% on the day, and also down on the trade for Kamal. Pins. Jatson bought Pins at 71.14. He mentioned something there. I think he got out at break even, but I'll double check on that. But big reversal bar on Pins. FVRR, Fiverr bought it. Jatson bought it 230. It's 271. It's up 6.52% today. These are just unreal moves, everyone. Up 15% on the trade. Like 15% is like average now. PTON. Yas bought PTON back here at 115.97. It is 165.69. It's down a little bit, but up over 30%. And last but not least, FSLR. Yas bought at 90.98. It's 106.06. Unbelievable. Congratulations, everybody. Just stellar good stuff, I gotta say. All right, so listen, before we start taking a look at end of day trades, I was interviewed on the Traders Mind Chat show like a week ago, and I'm going to share the link with you here, but I'm going to kind of dovetail this into the trader psychology section while we're here. But there it is. There's the link in case, but it was pretty cool. Look at this. They put up a top 10 list. Here's the video. Here's my interview, and they put up a top 10 list of my suggestions for trading. So I've never done one on myself, so I think I'm just going to go through it quickly and we'll go over them. Here are the top 10 highlights from our interview with Greg Gossett. 1, learn from the trading masters. Take these learnings and develop them into your own unique trading style. You know, I've studied with a lot of trading teachers and great traders like Steve Burns and Larry Williams and Dr. Alexander Elder and Kerry Lavorne. And, you know, they all kind of teach different approaches. And if I made a decision in my life, I'm going to be a good trader, but I went out, spent the time, spent the money, right? Invested the energy into learning from these different coaches and putting it together in my own style. So no matter what you learn from someone, I'm sure you're going to put it into your own style. But, you know, learn from people who know how to trade. Number 2, buy from people who are depressed, sell to people who are manic. This comes from Dr. Alexander Elder. It says, Greg, buy when prices are low. People just want to dump their stock. Sell to people when they just want to buy like crazy, like we are now. Number 3, you play offense and defense in any sport. In trading, play offense by taking off profits when the market really wants to give it to you. Play defense with trailing stops. And that's how I trade. If the market really goes up, I'm going to take some off of my partial profits. I also play defense so that I don't give back a lot of my profits with trailing stocks. 4, Greg made some significant changes to his trading stop rules. Recommend take half and then take half of a half. Yeah. You know, about 4 or 5 months ago, I did make some adjustments to my trailing stops to give me a little bit more breathing room and risk a little more profit, a little more open profit for a little bit more. But yeah, you know, I'm going to make changes in my trading going forward. I always have, and I always will. So it's fine to do that. ETFreplay.com is a tool that Greg uses to backtest strategies. You see me use this all the time. I love it because it quantifies and backtested approaches. So you really know if they're positive or not. 6, spread trades over many different time frames in order to have diversification of time and your approach. Have an emergency stop and end of day stop. You know, for everyone here, that makes sense. I always talk about emergency stop. I always talk about an end of day stop. And as you know, I like to spread my trades over multiple time frames. I trade 5-minute bars, I trade daily bars, I trade weekly bars, and I even trade monthly bars, right? Look at the nice trade on the monthly bar on oil. I just think it's a good idea to get a cross section of time frames. It's unusual when all time frames go against you. And that's why I like to have diversification both in my type of stocks that I own and the time frames. Number 7, master one strategy first and then tinker with it to fit your personality. Like a musical instrument, best to master one first before picking up a new one. So yeah, you know, when I put my approach together, I mastered one, went on to the next, mastered that, went on to the next, mastered that. And then it took some time to put them all together, right? Number 8, need a confluence of indicators and setups. Want to see buyers coming in weekly and daily. Want to be in the company of as many other buyers to make a profit. I say this all the time. You're going to have the best chance to have a profitable trade if you're in the company with as many other buyers. So that's why I want to see a confluence of indicators on the daily, ideally confluence of indicators on the weekly. Number 9, traders need to adjust to the volatility of the market. When volatility picks up, buy fewer shares. When volatility reduces, buy more shares. This will help them standardize their maximum loss. And that's what I try to do. I want to have a maximum loss that's standardized regardless of the volatility in the market. If the volatility picks up 3 times and you are still trading the same amount of shares, you essentially have 3 times as many shares as you need. Right? So that's why I always say adjust for volatility. And number 10, if you are a beginner trader or even an experienced trader, on the weekend, go back in time and do a simulated trade. More repetition and mind will take in the different patterns. Put it into a demo account, the actual amount you would be looking to trade. So apples to apples. So I love doing simulated trades with my students. On the weekends, I do them myself just so I can see, it gives me more reps. It gives me, I can trade a year's worth of trading in an hour and a half, right? That's important. Your mind will calibrate. And that's why I like to day trade too, because I see the patterns over and over. And then, lastly, if you are demo trading, if you are paper trading, everyone, if you have a $15,000 account in your demo account, don't start off with $1 million because it's not apples to apples. And then when you get back to your account that has 15,000 in it, it's going to seem really slow. If you plan on live trading with $15,000, but you demo trade first, put $15,000 in. Put as much in your demo account as you would in a real account. So those are the top 10 highlights. I guess my sayings on that interview, and it was really fun doing this, and I think it's a pretty good video, and I talk about everything I talked about there in detail. So if you are interested, I already just posted that there, and Mike and his wife are really nice, and they've got a great channel. So anyway, support them. Take a look at their site and enjoy that interview if you like. Whew, that was a mouthful. Okay. Back to work. All right, so the SPY, let's check current positions. No position in the SPY, but I will buy that at the close. UAL coming off a little bit, but 3 profit targets. USO up another 1.2% today. It's unreal. Alibaba doing well for my puts. Tesla. Oh, I forgot about Tesla. Jatin is in Tesla at 639.90. Beautiful move up here. It's down 0.76% today, but Jatin is up 24.5%. And then Apple, we already talked about Apple. All right. Good enough. Okay, so I just got... Okay, good. So I got that message from Steve. So listen, Steve has some new watch lists, new tickers on his watch list. So while I'm talking, I'm going to put these up here. A, B, and B, DocuSign, Lyft, PLTR dash, GBTC, which is Bitcoin, ETHE, I don't know what that is, FCX, FVRR, GNRC, INDA, PKI, PLTR, PLTN, SIVP, SNAP, TER, and U. So I'll just leave these here in case you want to take a look and write those down. And let's see what's happening over here. Tracy said, Frank, should get a calendar company to have those for the daily tear off. That'd be awesome. Steve says, Greg, you feel free to share the new additions. Okay, that's what I did right there. Frank says, thank you, Tracy. Nice idea. Steve says, I sold SPICE due to Kathy Wood's space ETF announcement and the chart struggling at the 70 RSI, both in the post market yesterday and for the opening 10 minutes. Makes sense. Makes sense. It went up a little bit from that, but the reasoning was sound. Lova says, hi everyone, I'm late. Get a note for you. I need a note. Steve says, I will exit Facebook on a close below the 200-day moving average or 30 RSI loss after this big bearish reversal day. Okay, we'll watch that at the end. Steve says ETHE is trying to have a 10-day, 30-day EMA crossover for any crypto traders. Oh, that's what ETHE is. Is that Ethereum? Gary says, Greg, I sold another 0.5% of GoGo. Yep, update end of day. Steve says, wow, look at the MA chart puker. Let's take a look at the puker. Oh my. Oh my. Well, if we could get another follow through day on something like that, that is the type of chart that I would start selling puts on, because with this type of move down, a lot of volatility, the premium would be higher, but I would be very careful, like maybe down here, or here, give myself 30% or plus protection. Wow, that is a day, huh, Steve? Holy hamburgers. Steve says the Greg commandments. Oh, that's funny. Chadson says the market gives you an indication for everything. If one is getting a stop loss hit, it's for your own good. Never shy away from them. E.g., my recent stop loss hits were Visa at 211, Facebook 268. Look at them now. Very good point. Oh, there's Keely. Give me one sec. In you go, hon. Come on in. You want to say hi to everybody? Hello, everybody. Good girl. Did you chase the birds? Here, come sit by me and keep me company. Good girl. Wow. I'm amazed at that MA puke. You're right, Steve. Yeah, says good stuff. Thanks for sharing. You are welcome. Frank says totally right. My stops are my robots. Stops are Kamal's superpower. I love that. Steve says PLTN equals PTON. Oh, I always get those two confused. As well. Okay. Well, let's see what's happening. Yeah, let's look at that Facebook page because that's going to be a close one. Let me read again what Steve's plan was for that. I will exit Facebook on a close below the 200-day or 30 RSI. Steve, what about if it closes below the 200, but it stays above the 30 RSI? Any plan for that? Or are you going to get out with the close below the 200 regardless of the 30 RSI? That's always a tough decision when you have two levels and it's one's lost, but the other hasn't lost. It looks like we've lost the third Keltner channel at the moment, but who knows? It's hovering right at that 30 RSI. Those 30 RSI buyers are coming in. But let me know your thoughts on that, Steve. I just want to be clear. I will exit below the 200-day moving average or 30 RSI loss after this big bearish reversal bar. Bob says, Steve says, mostly but not all. These are in addition to my previous watch list as well. Correct. Yeah, these are just new. Gary says, I have a put spread on MA, 290, 280s expiring. Oh. Where are they at? 290s, 280s. Oh, you're good. You're good. Steve says, I will get out on either or both. Okay, thank you for clarifying that. Jatton said short-term support of MA at 326. Looking here on the weekly. I think you should be fine, Gary. I mean, that's... Where are they? 290s? Got about over 11% protection for tomorrow. Hope they get there. Tomorrow's options. Oh, that option expiration. Wow. That's a big down day. No doubt about it. All right. What is the market in general doing? So now the Dow's down 10, NASDAQ's down 22, S&P's down 3. So we have gone red on 2 of the 3 indexes. Although IWM is still a monster. Look at this, up 2.26%. So, the Russell 2000, the mid caps have been massively strong, and this is massively strong. All right. Well, on the list today, everyone, first of all is Facebook. I wanted to see a rejection of the 200-day moving average and the 30 RSI. With a rally here, if it closes, I'm with Steve, if it closes back above both the 30 and the 200, that will be my entry point. If it closes above the 30 but does not close above the 200, I will not enter the trade. So that's my plan. If it's going to have to close above both the 30 and the 200. Obviously, if it closes above the 200, it will close above 30, right? But it still could close above 30 and close below the 200, in which case I will not take it. And it's below the negative third Keltner channel, which is not good either. So it's hanging right there at the 30 RSI. Those 30 RSI buyers are coming in and they are battling with the sellers. Be interesting to see which way this breaks. Verizon. I do kind of like Verizon. Kamal and I were talking about this earlier. We have a couple things going on here. We did go below this, the range low over here, and then reverse above. We also had a thorough rejection of the 200-day moving average, and we have a V1. Day 1, day 2 washes out day 1. Looks like right now it is a V1. So let's look over on the weekly. What do I think about the weekly? It's not bad. It's holding the -1 ATR channel on the weekly, which I like. So right now, Verizon is probably my favorite. Honestly, I'd rather buy Facebook, but only if it meets my requirements, right? W, huge day. My gosh. You know, W showed up on Kamal's scanner like almost every day. And interesting, right? When a symbol shows up on the scanner very often, I've noticed, although we're in a strange world with the market right now, but I've noticed that eventually it has a big move up, and this is up 8% today. Obviously, I can't buy it up here. CRTO, nice sideways motion, was above the value zone, in the value zone. We have made a lower high. If I make a lower high, I need to wash out that previous low. Or here's a lower high if we washed out this low, but nothing yet right there. MMM, 3M. I really don't see anything here. AYX, wow. Up 7.39% today. That's pretty amazing. A lot of volume, but I don't see a clear entry on that. CLX, not bad. Clorox, nice false breakout to the downside over here. Nice V1. So false breakout from the range here and a nice V1. So 36.87. Let's see, did that close below the... It was close to the 30. That's pretty good. Let's head over to the weekly and see what that looks like. Not that great. I mean, we didn't test the -2 ATR channel. We are still below the -1 ATR channel, but you know, it's a possibility. So let me put Clorox over here. HRC, Hillebrand, nice big strong bar, too chasey for me, not a good risk to reward ratio anymore. VIX, it's looking pretty interesting actually here, everyone. We have a false breakout to the downside and a V1 and a rejection of the -1 ATR channel, and MACD is green. I have to say, I kind of like it. Disney. Nothing on Disney. STRA. It is a higher low V2, excuse me, but it already rejected the 50 RSI, so nothing there. INFN. It's a higher low V1, but it's not in the value zone. PEGA, not a good washout. OTEX, wow, unreal. Too chasey. Sprouts Fresh Market, I do not see anything here clearly on SFM. Oh boy, give me 1 second. I can tell uh-oh. All right, I'm gonna have to reboot that. Sorry, give me one second. I don't want my charting platform to freeze at the end of the day when I'm trying to make a trade. Give me one sec. Enjoy the beautiful OKTA chart. I should have done this before the podcast. Sorry, everybody. Hang with me, bear with me. Okay. Oh, my goodness. Sorry, everybody. Hang tight. Okay. So, looks like Facebook has lost the 30 RSI, the coveted 30 RSI level. That is not good. So, Facebook, unless it has a miraculous close, I do not like. Verizon, I kind of liked it with the V1. It may untrigger. Let's see, close is 5706. So I'll make that a requirement for Verizon, at least 3106. Okay. All right. Clorox is not bad, but I do not like this big down bar here. Now that I look at that. Halfway, we're almost back to halfway of that big down bar. I think I am going to pass. I don't really like the weekly. VIX I kind of like. I think I'm going to buy VIX. I do think I'm going to buy VIX here. So those are what I'm looking at. Doesn't look like Facebook's going to hold, so it doesn't look like I'm going to be buying Facebook. Verizon, unless it triggers that V1 at 5706, I will not buy it. VIX I like. I gotta say, I like VIX here. So I like the potential of Verizon if it closes above 5706, and I do like VIX. Jatson missed W. It was a great wedge pop. Too bad. Steve says, I exited Facebook at 246.13 for a 2.42% loss on the loss of the 200 SMA and testing the 30 RSI. Okay, sounds good. All right, so SPY, I will be buying the SPY. Little discount here. UAL's doing great, 3 profit targets. Oil's doing fine, Bob is doing fine. Apple, not doing so great. Down about $2. VIX going strong. So let me put Verizon here. Over 5706, that's my entry point. Right now it's there. It's going to have to be 257 or better for me to enter. VIX really revving it up. Right now, Verizon doesn't look like I'll be entering. Facebook making a new low on the day. Verizon over 5706 is where I will take Verizon. Well, it's very, very close. We have about 1 minute to go. There's a 1 set spread on Verizon, so not too bad. There it is. 5707. Now it's below. Now it's above. "15 seconds to go." It's barely above. This one's going to be real close. Nope. Oh, yeah, it got it, but I didn't get it. It was too close for me to make the call, so I did not take it. I did not take it. But I did buy SPY at 378.46. All right. 378.46. That's the new overnight SPY trade. UAL is healthy, up 4.19%. Oil is up 1.23. BABA up 3.26. Tesla, that was a day trade, so that goes over there. And then I did buy Facebook. Puts. All right, and then no on Verizon because it closed under. So only thing today, overnight SPY trade. That was it. So listen, if you have any new entries for me today, I'm sure there's going to be a few. Just go ahead, put them in the live stream right now, and we'll get to it. But just real quick, just want to remind everybody that I do teach private one-on-one lessons in the evening time via Skype. I teach a 15-hour course. I teach you everything I've learned from all my 25 years of experience of trading and from all my coaches and traders and mentors. It's a great course. I know you'll be a better trader when you're done. You know, the one-on-one attention really makes a difference. So, if you've been thinking about it, just reach out to me. My email's in the description of this video. You can also send me a message on Twitter. And if you do, I'll reply back and say, let's set up a Skype call. The Skype call is just for me to get to know you a little bit, learn about what you're trying to learn about, hear about your trading goals, your challenges, and then it's a good time for you to ask me questions about the course. And then when we're done with the call, you can think it over, and if it sounds like something you want to do in the future, you can just email me back. And by the way, the prices are going up on February 16th. So if you've been thinking about it, it would save you a lot of money if you book it before February 16th, because that's when I'm increasing the price. All right. And then if you like today's podcast, I would really appreciate it if you could hit the thumbs up button. It helps keep the channel around, helps YouTube know there's some valuable content here. So if you could do that before you check out of here, I would really, really appreciate it. Okay, so I know Steve is out of Facebook. But tomorrow, if we have a rally, Facebook might come right back over, right? Might go under 30, over 30, under the 200, over the 200, under the negative third ATR channel, over the negative third ATR channel. So, there is a possibility tomorrow if there's some follow through to the upside. Now, I do have Facebook with my puts. Those are down currently, but I do have a lot of protection there, and we'll see how it works. Okay, there we go. So I have Steve out of Facebook. I have Steve out of SPCE. Okay. Oh, I did buy something else. I did buy VIX. I had that in there, VXX. Okay, where did I buy VIX at? 1667. Okay. I'll put this blue 1667. I saw VIX up on my screen. I'm like, what is it? I'm like, oh, that's right. Okay, so current positions, overnight SPY trade, United Airlines long, oil long, VIX long, puts on Facebook down to 180, and BABA puts on BABA down to 130. All right, I feel good about all that. Okay, Jatson exiting pins at break even. Very good. Glad to see when somebody can exit at break even. Excellent. That's a great sign for a trader to be able to just get out and say, break even is good enough for me. Very good. Dan is in the overnight SPY trade. Interesting. Good luck, Dan. Good luck to all of us, huh? Okay. All right, Gary added to his position. Okay, I'm just going to take this off here, Gary, and just have you in solidly as a position along with me. Pat is also in the VIX. Okay, good luck there, Pat. Nice false breakout to the downside. V1, rejection to the -1 ATR channel. And MACD is positive. MACD's been positive this whole time. That is interesting. Quad says, thumbs up as always. I am also in VIX. Okay. He's back in VIX. There's Quad. Yas is in VIX. Oh boy. Here we go. VIX is a wild creature. Frank says half position in Verizon. Okay. 5706. Oh, right where it's at. Okay. Or right where that line was at, I should say. Frank, 1/2 position. Also in INAQ. INAQ from 1590. Wow, nice one, Frank. 1590. Great trade, Frank. Congratulations. That's fantastic. CGC. Green Haven. Okay. 5706. Oh, no. CGC. Canopy growth. Okay. 57. Whoa. Fantastic. 5706. No. CGC from 5706. Is this right, Frank? CGC at 5706, it's 3462. CGC from 5706. I think maybe that one's a mistake. Let me know. Yas is in gold. Okay. Kamal says, no changes. I have Twitter, DK, NG, and ISRG. Okay, I didn't take you off of anything there, Kamal. Twitter. Gary, at a go-go. 18% total return. Fantastic. What a trade, buddy. Yeah, that's a bearish bar. I don't blame you at all. What a trade. Fantastic. Proud of you. Okay, let's get back to CGC then. 3170. CGC. Okay, I'm going to get this one finally. That makes more sense. 3170. Frank, Wow, what a trade, buddy. Yes, says Kamal, you're a brave soul for holding Twitter. You may get rewarded. Jatin says, thanks, sir. Enjoy the rest of your day. You too, Jatin. Oh, you're in gold stock. All right. And that's yes. Okay. Frank says, I typed in the wrong amount. Should read 3170. Okay. I got you covered there on the 3170. Nice trade. Levis says, my apologies if this was ask enter. Could SBUX be a buy with 100 SMA being the 30-35 RSI range? Where is Starbucks? Okay, so Kamal's out of Starbucks. Oh yeah, you know, if a confluence of the 30 RSI along with the 100-day moving average does not happen very often, something has to really fall hard for that to happen. But yes, that's absolutely a great possible confluence. You know, I mean, if I was, you know, now that you've pointed that out, and you're right, if we get down to this 100-day moving average, very likely it will coincide with like a 30-32 RSI. That would be an excellent risk to reward ratio, Leva. Yes, says not there's anything wrong with that. Kamal says, yes, my plan on Twitter was stop loss at 45. Going to stick to it. Kamal's out of Starbucks. Yeah, I got you out there, bud. All right, so all in all, a good day today. I'm grateful for that. I guess I can get rid of that VIX right there. Oh, come on. Switch that one over there. Put that one over there like so. Yeah, we'll see if there's some follow through on VIX. VIX is a wild one. It can go crazy, or it can dash your hopes and go right back down. My stop on this tomorrow, though, will be if it was a V1. So, you know, if it loses halfway the washout bar, loses that -1 ATR channel, that will be my stop. Let's see what's happening after hours. Alibaba down a little bit. Dow Jones up a little bit. Facebook up a little bit. IWM is down. Q's up a little bit. SPY up a little bit. United Airlines up a little bit. VIX probably down a little bit. Yeah, down 7 cents. Whew, man. I did a lot of speaking during that hour and 15 minutes. Holy smokes, my neck hurts. Yeah, says Kamal, that may be a good stop. I think it is overdone with Twitter. We'll see if it bounces from 45. That could be attractive. Let's look at Twitter here. Yeah, so I mean, it lost the 100-day moving average. It lost the 30 RSI. Well, this is exactly what I was just talking about, Leva, on Starbucks. I mean, earlier in the day, we were right at a crucial point with the 30 RSI and a 100-day moving average confluence on Twitter, but it did not hold. Let's look at the weekly, see if we can find some support on the weekly. We're in the value zone, so that's good. One thing I have noticed, though, whenever you come from above the value zone into the value zone, if the bar is larger than 1 ATR coming into the value zone, more times than not, you come down and you touch the bottom channel. Now look, it happened here, but this was an exception. It didn't come all the way back down. But I've noticed that over the years. And actually today's bar, it looks this big, but it's really this big because it's from the close. So from the close, oh, that's not going to work. I guess I can do it this way. So the real range on that bar was about 6.43. The average true range is 4.53. So it was larger than 1 ATR, but I hope it does not go down there, but that's just something I've noticed, and Kamal has his stop in, so. Dan says, I cracked a smile when you were reading your 10 list, and again with Yas' comment was reminded of Seinfeld. Oh, yeah? I'm not sure. I've never seen an episode of Seinfeld, so I don't know. But I'm glad you cracked a smile. You were saying Greg likes ETF replay first person, if I remember right. Oh. Yeah. Hey, what about this, everybody? When you buy a stock at the highest point and sell it at the lowest point 3 times in a row. He's reading the book. Am I disabled? It's good, right? I've done it. I think the reason why I said it in first person was because I was reading from this where he was talking about me. And then I just read what the sentence said. ETF replay is a tool that Greg uses to backtest strategies. You know, if you refer to yourself in the third person, supposedly you have mental illness. So I was just reading what he wrote about me. So that's why it sounded like it was first person. That's good. That's funny. The Can Man Can, good to see you. Feel free to start the ball rolling. Yeah, Stan, you may mean my say, not that there's anything wrong with it. I mean GLD. Oh, gotcha. All right. The reason I showed you this little Simpsons thing, when you buy a stock at the highest point and sell it at the lowest point 3 times in a row, this is what happens when you buy above the value zone more often than not. It comes back down to the value zone and you get out. It goes up, you buy it again, it comes back down to the value zone, you get out. So that's when I read this. That's why I really laughed. All right, everybody. I hope you had a good trading day. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Please go out and do something nice for somebody today. Please go out and do something nice for an animal. If we could just do one nice thing for a human each day and one nice thing for an animal each day, and everybody in the world did it, it would just be a better world. So maybe we can just start it right here. Start the wave on this little podcast, right? So appreciate you being here. If you could hit the thumbs up button on the way out, I would really appreciate it. And we shall see what tomorrow brings, huh? So, all right. Have a good rest of your day. Be good. Be safe. And thanks everyone for coming. Take care now. Bye-bye. U.S. government required disclaimer. Stock, options, futures, and forex trading is not appropriate for everyone. While there is a potential for large rewards, there is also a substantial risk of loss associated with trading. The material in this video or live broadcast is not geared towards any particular individual or to any particular financial situation and is not intended to meet the particular investment objectives of any viewer. This video or live broadcast, like all instructional materials produced by Gossett Trading and Mentoring LLC, is created and published for informational and educational purposes only. Any and all information contained in, implied, or referenced by this video or live broadcast is not to be construed as investment advice, and no representation is made that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast is an investment or financial advisor or is registered or authorized to give any financial advice. We are publishers and educators only. Therefore, the various producers of this video or live broadcast will not accept liability for any loss or damage of any kind which may arise either directly or indirectly out of the use of any of this material, including any loss of profit. No representation is made that any account or investment will or is likely to achieve the profit or losses demonstrated. We recommend consultation with a licensed and qualified professional before making any investment decision. This video or live broadcast is not to be construed as an offer to buy or sell any security, financial instrument, or financial product of any kind. Notice is hereby given that any individual or entity involved in production of this video or live broadcast or their clients may have an interest in any security, financial instrument, or financial product mentioned or referenced. Any simulated or hypothetical performance result depicted does not represent actual trading and therefore may under or overcompensate for the impact of various market factors such as lack of liquidity. Thank you.